I'm going to share 5 things you can do starting today to emphasize your love and value for each one of your children. And stay tuned till the end because I'll share 2 bonus activities. Hi everyone, my name is Heydi and welcome to Home with Heydi. Here I share some of my life stories and lessons to help encourage you as you serve your home and your family well. Children are truly a gift and a blessing to us. We have very limited, precious years with them, and these years we will never get back. They will never get back. These years also provide such a foundation of the adults that our children will grow up to be. I know that's a lot of pressure, but it's good pressure. However, let's not let the pressure and responsibility get us extremely anxious. Instead, we can take it one day at a time, take a deep breath. And so I really want to encourage you with the one day at a time and these simple but very meaningful things that we can do as parents to make these childhood years just full of great value and great love for our children, and do it on purpose. So jumping right in with number 1 is, I have my notes, as you know, is to hug and kiss your children. Show affection. Now this is so easy to do when they're babies and when they're toddlers. I mean, they just crave hugs and kisses and they're just so cute and cuddly and we all want to, and it's just so easy. Then when they're toddlers and early elementary school, they just run up to you, and again, it's very easy. But as they start getting older, we notice that sometimes it doesn't come as easily, and they keep sometimes their distance, or we keep our distance. Maybe there's some friction going on, but I want to encourage you, get at least one hug in, a kiss in, especially to your teenagers, to your middle schoolers, every single day. Now, coming from a Hispanic family, giving kisses is totally normal. It's, you know, we kiss my adult parents when I greet them, I kiss them, my sisters, we offer kisses, and it's just kind of like a side kiss, you know. But so in our family, it's just very normal. Even for my children, I always want to offer that kiss. For my teenagers, offer that side kiss, offer them that warm affection. Now there are days that at the end of the day, I'm like, did I give you a kiss? I think, did I give this child a kiss? And so it's something that I'm intentional about, that I think about when I pick up the kids from school. We get home, everyone's, you know, running around. An hour might pass by that we've been home, and I think, I haven't given this child a kiss or a hug. So it's something in my mind that I make sure I do several times a day. And for my teenager in the morning, I used to start talking right away, and I've recognized, before I say a word about, you woke up a little late, or what's on your schedule for today, I stop myself and I always give a hug and a kiss. The second thing you can do with your child every day is to pray with them or send them off with a blessing. Now, it's a beautiful thing to have your quiet time and pray for your children in specific ways and needs that they have. But I'm talking about praying right there with them as they are off going to school or starting their day, or at night. You want to pray, you want to speak blessing and protection over them as they go about their day. And it's beautiful that they recognize this, and my children will stand at the door and kind of wait for that blessing from their mom, from their dad. And my mom does this for us, even as grown adults, and we have our own children and our husbands, and you know, we're married. When we're over there to visit at her house, she will send us off with the blessing. And it is truly a gift that a parent can give a child is to say, hey, I'm not just wishing you have a great day, I am sending you off under the power of God to be protected so that you know you're not walking alone. No matter what happens, you are not alone. God is with you. It's a great confidence builder for sure. Number 3, read to your children. Read with your children. Have them read to you. So this one is something that can definitely be done daily. It can be incorporated into your bedtime routine, especially with young children. There are so many benefits in reading daily and reading out loud. And if your children maybe are older, elementary school or middle school, and they've gotten out of the habit of reading and you don't even know what books they're interested in, take them to the library, spend an hour, just have them look around. I'm sure they'll pick up at least one book that they're interested in, and you guys can start reading that book, maybe just 20 minutes, just 2 pages at night. We love reading time in our home. It is a time to slow down. Reading time just resets the mood and the tone of the home for us, and it gets us ready for the next part of our day, whether it's bedtime or any time during the day with my toddler. If I'm just feeling like overwhelmed, it's not her nap time yet, we're not going outside, it's just kind of all over the place, I can just sit down with a couple of books and clear my head. She's feeling loved, she's being nurtured and entertained. Reading with our children, there's so many benefits to. Even with my teenager, I still read with her and she reads out loud with me. Now, it's not a daily thing that we do, but it is a regular thing that we do. If maybe once a week, or if the season is really busy now with school starting, especially, sometimes it can be a summer thing that we do. But the idea is it's not a foreign concept for her and for me. If we're going to read a book, it's very normal for us. We've grown into this habit of reading out loud, of reading together. Kind of going off of that personal one-on-one time with them leads into my number 4, which is have a meaningful conversation with your child every day. And that's every child, every day. Now, we have 4 children with another one on the way, so I'm not talking about having an hour-long conversation with each child. That would be impossible for us to get anything else done. I really suggest quick moments of eye contact, thoughtful questions. Our kids really need and deserve our quality attention, our one-on-one time, our interest in their lives. And it's not just a once a week thing. It really should be a daily thing. And I'm gonna give you some examples so that you don't think it's impossible. Focus on being intentional about the things that each child is into and what you can ask. So an example in our family is in the afternoon, maybe an hour or so before dinner, we're sitting in the living room, a couple of us. I'm sitting on the sofa. One of my children comes and sits next to me. I give them a hug, cuddle with them. That is a perfect time to have a meaningful conversation. Now, there's other kids playing and noise going around. Because I know my child, I might ask about a specific project that they're working on in their room, or a drawing that they did, or something going on in school. Sometimes I can even see one of my children kind of put their shoulders back after we talk. They go upstairs and they work on their project some more, or they just get a burst of confidence in themselves after they're able to share with me personal information, personal projects. It is so fun to see them just blossom and get confidence in themselves. Another example of quick but meaningful conversations you can have, especially with teenagers. It's great if you're able to do it. It comes easier sometimes in the evening, at night actually. After the little siblings go to bed, teenagers tend to get a burst of energy, and that's a great time to connect with them. But a lot of times we are very tired. So don't save those conversations for always the very end. I always, again, look for times during the day, throughout the day, to have those meaningful one-on-one connections. So, for example, I'm making dinner. My teenager comes into the kitchen and she's just standing there, and that I take that moment to ask specific questions that I know that are going on in her life. And again, it could be a minute or 2 minutes, but it's meaningful and it's valuable. And she knows that I'm not just having just fluff talk, but it's conversation that is that only I would know because we've had conversations before. With teenagers, especially with all of your children, when you have these meaningful conversations, the key is to ask those specific 1 or 2 questions and let them answer and hear them, and just make eye contact and just let them talk. It is so rewarding as parents, especially when you have those older kids and those middle schoolers and teenagers. It really fills your heart when they just trust you. They just talk. It's to sit down and have a meal with them. This can be homemade food, takeout, leftovers, cereal, anything, but don't just feed them. Sit down and eat together as a family and make it a regular habit. Sometimes your schedules don't allow for dinner time together. Maybe it's only breakfast time that you can sit as a family, or lunchtime if kids are always at home and homeschool, that sort of situation. But try to have once a day daily sit down eating time. This is really a great way to create healthy, enjoyable habits as a family. Now, this one is fun for me because I grew up in a home as a kid where we did not sit at the table. There were a lot of us. We didn't have a table big enough, but we just didn't have that habit. We didn't grow up with that. We would go downstairs, get our dinner plates, and take it back upstairs. We would eat anywhere in the house we wanted. It was just not part of our lifestyle growing up. And I see so much value in it now as a parent that there's just no way we wouldn't sit at the table. Sometimes on very fun occasions, we'll lay a blanket on the living room floor and we'll maybe eat pizza while we watch a movie. But regularly we sit down at the dinner table, at the kitchen table, and we'll have our dinner together. I think the biggest benefit of sitting at the dinner table together is it really helps your family to communicate, to learn to communicate better together. Like I said, growing up, we never did it, but I see the differences in my children. When you're sitting at the table, you're listening, you are sharing, you're taking turns communicating, learning to care about your siblings' day, your parents' day. And sometimes it can be like, oh, they hog the time, they talk too much. But we definitely try to let everyone share a little bit and pass the mic. But it's a great way to learn to share your time, to care for your siblings and what they're going through. Okay, I promised you 2 bonus activities, and here they are quickly. The first one is to read the Bible with your children, reading the Word of God and having discussion with your children. Bonus number 2 activity is to take your children outside for a walk or just outside every day. Your children need that fresh air. You need that fresh air. Taking the children for a walk is, it's just like a secret weapon. It's awesome. And we truly enjoy it. It is so worth it. It is such a great daily thing that you can do with your child. I really hope you enjoyed these 5 things that you can do with your children starting today and the 2 bonus ones. Now, please, I don't want you to feel, again, the pressure of, I have to do all 5 of these things. No, you assess your family, what you guys are able to do, what you're able to do as the parent, and you can pick and say, okay, we can definitely do this one. We can definitely work on this other one. So assess your family, assess the needs that you guys have, but do these things that are intentional to just love your children and value them more and more. They are a gift, they are a blessing to our lives, and we thank God for them. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.